Welcome back. Today, let's get you more free. In a world that is so focused on more, what if I told you that the more you simplify your life, the richer it becomes? Now, before I go deeper into that, everything is narrative and perspective, and you can even catch some of the most incredibly profound teachers in this world and guides in this world if you listen close enough. With the work that I do of subconscious reprogramming and creating the identity that you desire, you start to hear and notice that you are giving narratives to things. So, for example, even when I just said that the power is in simplicity, that's also a belief. It's a thought that you keep on thinking. So when you hear anything, you get to decide at a soul level if that is something that you want to believe in. So it's a really interesting dance of beliefs. It's going, well, do you want to subscribe to that? For example, it could be even your diet and the foods that you consume. There's so much noise around that. But what lights you up inside at a deeper level when you hear about something? Is that really what your soul is asking for? They say it's best to eat meat, it's best to eat vegetables, it's best to eat only this or only that, or this way, or this order, or this amount, or when you get really quiet with it, what really makes sense underneath the layers of the noise? And going back to this idea of simplicity, what does it awaken in you? Beyond the noise and conditions and programs, do you want a life of simplicity? Start there. And of course, there is so much research and science to back up the simplicity, because you're more focused. And think about, if you're wanting your mind to be more free and clear, more open, more spacious, if your room was more simple, if your car was less cluttered, if your closet was more organized and less cluttered and had less stuff that you could see between each item of clothing, how would your being feel about that? So we always get to check in with this dance of how does you, trusting you, that's always what it comes back to, trusting, I do this thing because this is what makes sense to me. And I've talked about this before too, but the trust in self is, you're worried about somebody judging you or people are judging you. It's an opportunity to go, if I'm in alignment to me, if I'm trusting myself, if I'm doing what I know at a soul level for now is working, there's no threat to the outside noise of people, of information coming in. So within, so without. The chaos that you might see out there is there's chaos going on in here. The concept can be tricky to hear and digest, no pun intended. But there's also such freedom and control in that, knowing if something is happening outside of me, it's going on internally. So if the simplicity thing lands with you today, how can I simplify? Maybe even with friendships and relationships, ones I'm holding on to that actually aren't serving, but only serving a fear that I might feel more disconnected, or their void might show up in times I'm not talking to them. Is it simplifying the items I have in the material world? That's just clutter, so within, so without. Simplifying my schedule. What things do I really get to do and is useful to do versus it's just what I've done. Get really quiet with this. And just for a few moments, let's just sit in this idea of simplifying and just see what shows up. Many times it can be hard to just sit in silence, so I'm going to be here with you for a few moments to do so. Make the space for it. So within, so without. As a child, maybe you just wanted a parent to just be with you, not to fix, not to solve, not to change, just to sit with you on the couch or rub your back or belly in the bed and We get to be that for ourselves. Right now. So closing the eyes, softening the gaze, and just continue the mantra and the word simplify. Simplify. And there might be sensations or images or mind chatter. Let it all be there. It's not a threat. And just come back to the word simplify, your breath. Maybe a light smile on the face and just appreciating that you are doing this right now for you. Simplify. And there might be some ideas that come to mind, but we're not doing any of it right now. We're just letting it all kind of data collect and shift and land and move. And again, whatever your mind's doing is perfect. There's no shame around how you meditate, whatever you want to call this. Let it all be there. Imagine it like a party and people are coming in different outfits and costumes, and some people are coming with ice cream or salads or nothing at all, and it just all is welcomed. You're just an unconditional love container to go. Anyone can come in, just for right now. And again, none of it's a threat. Simplify. And I'll leave you here with it if you want to stay longer. And I honor you for doing this work. So within, so without. Simplifying the internal state, simplifying the external. Gets to feel light and ease. To bring you more clarity of your real internal soul voice of you. If you're wanting to come out now, you can take one final deep breath in. Deep breath out. Maybe even just say or whisper the words simplify. Again, stay here if you'd like. Maybe you want to share below when you're done. What did come to mind? What are you going to commit to simplifying? And a reminder, if you're wanting to simplify your mind and your life, information is below on how you can get more connected in real time with me in this beautiful community together as we continue to awaken at soul level, trust ourselves, release the noise in ways that you didn't think were possible. Or maybe you just take the time to sit more in this. You got this.